And good day, basketball fans. Welcome. This is what we've all been waiting for. This is the Final Four, the semifinals of the 19th National Athletic Association of Schools, Colleges and Universities, the NASCO. My name is Andy Servino. We are live here from courtside at the Jesus Christ Saves Global Outreach in 15th Avenue, Cubao, Quezon City for our first Final Four match. It's going to be a good one for sure. It's the ENDERUN Colleges Titans, last year's runner-up, against the St. Francis of Assisi College Dubs, and we'll bring that game to you in its entirety after this break. Stay with us. This is the 19th NASCO, the Final Four. All right, we're about to call the first fives to the center court as we begin. Yep, this is game one of the best of three series for the 19th NASCO Seniors Final Four. Again, it's the ENDERUN Colleges Titans, the team in white, versus St. Francis of Assisi College, the team in red. All right, first to be called are the team in white, the Titans. And Coach Pipo Nundo will start with the veteran point guard Mark Joseph Nunez at center, Pierre-Marie Kwaku at forward. We have Waki Mariano, shooting guard Austin Veloso, and at the other guard we have Michael De La Cruz. So I think De La Cruz and Veloso will be alternating at the shooting guard small forward position. They are two very potent shooters. Meanwhile, Coach Gabi Velasco is countering with his own shooter. Of course, the rookie point guard, the junior superstar John Matthew Santos. And he is followed by J. Lord Tagiam. And, this is a surprise. He is starting Romeo Celorio. And, of course, at center, Raul Oduo. Of course, Oduo will have his hands full today. He will be matched up against not just Pierre-Marie Kwaku, but also Collins Wabo, as Wabo is already cleared to play after sitting out majority of the elimination round. Okay? So that's our five. The surprise here is that Coach Gabi Velasco is starting Romeo Celorio. You can say probably a way to throw off the scouting of ENDERUN. Of course, maybe ENDERUN was expecting somebody else. Meanwhile, first tap is won by the Titans, so they will attack the basket first. Kwaku, a good read, but sorry, missed there. Rebound cleared by Oduo. Now Celorio will apply the breaks. He will tell his teammates to move around. Ryan Chu. All right, Santos using this screen. Santos, scoop shot, yes. And we've said this so many times. You know, John Matthew Santos was a star in the juniors division last year, but he is not getting his usual 30 points a game. But of course, that is understood because he is a freshman and he will be paying his dues. Meanwhile, we have a turnover, an offensive foul called on the Titans. So our score is 2-0 early on that reverse layup by John Matthew Santos. And Santos will do the inbound for St. Francis. We have a good delegation here of St. Francis supporters seated behind their bench, led by, of course, their board representative, Coach Luis Monfort. Oduo, good defense here by Kwaku, and because of that, Raul traveled. At the same time, a shot clock violation. So it's a double black eye here for St. Francis. So now, chance for ENDERUN to score. Veloso to Nunez. So slow start by both teams. They are feeling each other out. Mariano pops out to the low blocks. Kwaku, and Kwaku beats Oduo. That's the Cote d'Ivoire versus Benin. It's a good matchup, an Afro basket. All right, Celorio met by De La Cruz. Chu, bounce pass, Oduo. This time Oduo will try to get the 2 points back. Yes, he does. So now the two foreign students negating each other with those last two hits. Still a 2-point lead for the Dubs. Mariano, dish off, and Cubaao now has 4 points. He has all the 4 points of ENDERUN. Celorio says, move around. Tagiam pops out. Again, Chu, low blocks against the taller duo. Kick out Santos. Santos stops. Chu. Shot clock is down to 8. Chu is blocked. Chu still has the ball. Shot clock does not reset. Celorio, too strong. Again, shot clock does not reset, but Oduo beats the shot clock with that putback. And Coach Velasco continuing to exhort his players. Oh! That was a hard fall. You could hear the thud on the wooden floor. Celorio is favoring his he's favoring the back of his head. And that was a big thud by Celorio. So quickly, Joseph De La Cruz will come in to replace Celorio. Just have to make sure that Celorio is okay. Well, he looks okay because he's able to walk back to the bench on his own power. But, you know, of course, we have this thing called concussion protocol. When you hit your head on a hard surface like that, I mean, the damage, cannot see it at once. So you have to be careful. Meanwhile, back to live action. Mariano, this will be a regular play, I believe, this game for ENDERUN. They will be finding either Cubaao or Wabo at the low blocks. So first foul on De La Cruz. Of course, De La Cruz came in. He just came in to replace Celorio, the surprise starter. All right, Nunez. Foul away from the ball. And another offensive foul called on the Titans. 2 team fouls already for ENDERUN. Both offensive. All right, Santos. Oduo. De La Cruz uses the screen. Finds Tagiam. Hand off to Santos. Santos will move back. Shot clock is down to 6. Santos has to make his move. Santos! Too strong. And battle for it, won by Mariano. Veloso will wait for his teammates. All right, they give it to the point guard, Nunez. They'll set it up. Nunez sees the opening. Nunez! Yes, yes! 8-6 all. All right, Chu. Chu shakes off Mariano, and the veteran Chu is fouled by Mariano. At the same time, Mariano seems to have taken some contact, and he looks jarred after that last sequence. And that's the cue now. Coach Nundu does not want to take a chance. He will sit down Mariano. In comes Emmanuel Magdenberg to spell Mariano. And Mariano is limping. He continues to limp towards the bench. It seems that his knee got in contact with the knee also of Ryan Chu. Meanwhile, Chu at the line, and he misses his first. Second one coming for Chu. We are tied at 6 all. Not anymore. 1 point lead for St. Francis, 7-6. 5:55 left in the first. Nunez to Magdenberg. First touch for Magdenberg. And off to De La Cruz. De La Cruz has not attempted yet. So is Veloso. And they almost lose it, but Veloso recovers. Veloso decides to dish, but stolen by Santos. It ignites a fast break. De La Cruz! Oh boy, De La Cruz defying the defense of Pierre-Marie Cubaao. Make that 9-6 now. 3 point lead for St. Francis. Magdenburg, the center, bringing the power forward, bringing the ball down, going all the way. Magdenburg scores 2 points off the bench. 1 point lead for St. Francis. De La Cruz pop out Chu for 3. Yes! First triple of the game by Ryan Chu makes the score 12-8. Biggest lead by either side, 4 points. Nunez will apply speed, but we have a foul. Who's it against? It's on number 11, Ryan Chu. First on Ryan Chu. So Shin Arvin Segura will come in to replace Tagiam. Also, Joshua Bongon will replace his fellow rookie, John Matthew Santos. It was Bongon, the best player for St. Francis in their quarterfinal win over New Era University last week in Caloocan. Meanwhile, the ENDERUN victors over the Philippine Christian University Dolphins. Our best player that game, Pierre-Marie Kwaku. So 14 to work with for ENDERUN. They are trailing by 4. Right. They move the ball around. It's with De La Cruz. Again, De La Cruz has yet to attempt, so has Veloso. Defense of St. Francis doing a good job of denying their attempts. All right, first long attempt for Veloso is good. And if Veloso continues to hit, that's going to be bad news for St. Francis rather. Bongon says head play. Bongon will attack and he's blocked. Ball will sail out. 13 seconds on the shot clock for St. Francis. So it's going to be a baseline inbound for Joshua Bongon. Odua receives it. Bongon. Shot clock is down to 6. Chu is back after that brief rest. All right, 4 shot goes out. Chance now for ENDERUN to get the lead or tie. Nunez, fancy dribble. Veloso, second attempt. Back-to-back threes for Austin Veloso, and don't look now. ENDERUN is on top, 14-12 after those back-to-back triples from Austin Veloso. You can say Veloso has taken over the really made up for the loss of Valandre Chauca. Of course, we know that Chauca last season for ENDERUN was a very potent three-point shooter. And it's now Magdenburg. Magdenburg has 2 points on a layup. So chance for Magdenburg to add this total. First one is good for Emmanuel Magdenburg. Ups their lead to 2, 15-13. Second one coming for Emmanuel. Good. Still a back to a 3-point lead for ENDERUN. All right, Bongon. De La Cruz. Hemmed in by the defense. Chu. What will he do? Chu spins to the basket. But, again, good defense there by Veloso. And traveling, well, a lot of hesitation on the part of St. Francis, and because of that, they traveled. Meanwhile, Wabo, we were talking about him earlier. Wabo will replace Kwaku. Also, another rookie, Carl Baclay, will replace De La Cruz. Of course, De La Cruz has been unable to launch an attempt from 3-point distance because of the good defense. Baclay. Well, very well built for a rookie. Baclay pops out. Baclay to Veloso. Veloso has 2 triples for 6 points. And Veloso loses it. Okay, chance now for St. Francis to inch closer. We've got 2:40 left here in the first. Oh, Bongon is looking for a foul. He will not get it. Nunez. Veloso. They're putting Chu on Veloso because they know that Veloso is feeling it right now from long distance. He has 2 triples. Wabo against Oduo. And an offensive foul is called on, let's see, it's going to be on Wabo. Of course, Wabo is from Cameroon, so we have students on the floor from Cameroon, from Benin, from Cote d'Ivoire. Okay, in the game for the first time, another rookie for Enderun, number 25, Abednego Green. Also, another shooter. So shooter for shooter, we have Francisco Tanchoco replacing Veloso. And one thing we're looking forward to see from Tanchoco is we hope that he gets his shooting back. Tanchoco has not been putting up his usual numbers as compared to last season when Enderun made it all the way to the finals. Of course, they lost to St. Clair in 2 games. They were swept 2-0. Chu against Wabo. Arellano is in the game, but he announces his presence with that air ball. All right, Green. The rookies guarding each other. Baklay to Tanchoco. Tanchoco to Magdenberg. Again, good defense by Chu. And a 3-second violation is called on Enderun. Of course, his teammates of Magdenberg were second-guessing what was in his mind. And they stayed too long in that painted area. Again, head play called by St. Francis. Bongon using the high screen. Bubbles finds Chu. Chu drives. Unsuccessful. Rebound called by Magdenberg. It's with Green. So I guess Coach Pipo has instructed his Titans to do the slow play here in the opening period. So not much running. Actually, not much running for either team. Shot clock winding down. 3. Magdenberg. No. Battle for it. It's with Tanchoco, and Tanchoco missing, but bodies all over the floor. Referee's whistle. So 2 quick fouls now on Wabo. But no sign for Coach Pipo to replace Wabo, despite Wabo picking up 2 quick fouls in his short stint on the floor. Arellano to De La Cruz to Bongon. And let's see, a whistle. Foul is on all right, Seguela will come back. So both schools in the penalty with 29 seconds left in the first. So for free throws, this is the rookie Joshua Bongon. Again, Bongon, the best player of their quarterfinals against New Era. Let's see if Bongon can continue his good play. And you can say Bongon has been a solid rookie, one of the contenders for Rookie of the Year. Second one coming for Bongon. Good. So just a 1-point lead now for Enderun, 16-15. 29 seconds left. 5-second differential between the game clock and the shot clock. So there's a chance, okay, that the ball will go back to St. Francis for the final. Say, steal! But a preemptive foul given up by Green to stop the easy 2 points. So he will make Bongon work hard for his points by the free throw line. So at the line, Bongon can give the lead back to St. Francis. Now he ties the game at 16-all. Second one here for Joshua Bongon. Again, one of the, you can say, good recruits of Coach Velasco for this academic year. 2 for 2 for Bongo. Now the lead is back with St. Francis. So last basket time here for Enderun. They might as well play for the last shot. Oh, they're having trouble, but they cross the line in time. Baklay, yes! So 10 seconds left. Let's see now. It's the turn of St. Francis to go for the last basket and the lead. Oh, running shot, no good. Cleared by Wabo. And that's the horn for our first period. The score reads 80-17. A 1-point lead for the Enderun Titans. You are watching Game 1 of the 19th NASCU Final Four. And stay with us. We'll be back with the second period. And stay there, please.
Energy, speed, endurance. Do you have what it takes to compete? Fuel up with ValuePure and boost your performance. ValuePure. Live faster, live higher, live stronger.
All right, back to live action. That was a very, you can say a very fast, first period. Our score reads 18-17. Enderun Titans on top. My name is Anthony Cervino, live and direct here from the Sea Dome of Jesus Christ Saves Global Outreach in 15th Avenue, Cubao. And we are about to begin the second period. Avi Arellano will do the mid-court inbound. He gives it to De La Cruz, to Bongon. Bongon says, I want to clear out. All right. De La Cruz. Lots of movement. Series of screens. Segura. And rebound. Offensive rebound by Sumagit. But Sumagit is blocked from behind. But the referee see a foul. Of course, Enderun claimed it was a clean block. Foul will be on the rookie, Carl Baklay. So at the line, this is Ireneo Sumagit or J.R. Sumagit. Thank you very much, Soya Bar, for supporting the 19th NASCU Final Four. Sumagit, first free throw is good. Of course, Sumagit has missed a lot of action in the elimination round because of injuries. But now, it's nice to see Sumagit okay and ready for the crucial portion of this season, the Final Four. 2 for 2 for JR. Lead now back to St. Francis, 90-18. CISO ball game we have here at the Jesus Christ Saves Global Outreach. Magdenburg. Of course, Magdenburg is playing extended minutes with that, because Joaquin Maliano got hurt in the first period. Of course, Maliano is still on the bench. Magdenburg, though, with quality minutes. Finds Baklay, yes! And that is just in time to beat the shot clock. Okay, their score now is correct. It's 20-19. Yes, we are looking at the official scoreboard here at the venue. Arellano missing the three. Ball will go out in favor of Enderun. Meanwhile, De La Cruz will come back. Also, Nunez will report back. Coaches now are shuffling their combinations. Manzanilla will check in for the first time. Of course, Manzanilla, Keji Manzanilla, the usual starter for St. Francis. But for those who are just joining us now, Coach Gabi Velasco, he started Romeo Celorio instead of Manzanilla. So that is the change that we saw today. Now, let's see if Manzanilla, maybe Coach Velasco wants to build his hunger, or he wants Manzanilla to survey the game first. Basket will not count. So we have a foul away from the ball. Sumagit whistled for the holding. 14 on the shot clock here for ENDERUN. They are leading by 1 point, 20-19. They want to add to that. Wabo to Baklay. Nunez finds Tansyoko. Tansyoko still missing. Offensive rebound. Wabo, and Wabo will get the continuation. And the foul will be on Sumagit. So 2 quick fouls here for Sumagit. Wabo also has 2 fouls, but Coach Pipo has opted to let Wabo play. Of course, we expected that after Wabo picked up his second foul, maybe he would bring back Pierre-Marie Kwaku, but no. I guess Coach Pipo has something in mind. And so far, so good. Wabo, despite playing with 2 fouls, has been a presence underneath. And Wabo completes the 3-point play. So now, a 4-point lead. This is the biggest for ENDERUN. Actually, also the biggest by either side. The biggest lead of St. Francis was also 4 points sometime in the first period. Meanwhile, another turnover for the Dubs. So Baklay will inbound to Magdenburg. Alley-oop inside. Wabo! And Wabo continues to terrorize that area underneath the basket. They have to move him out. They have to push him away from that spot. They have to deny Wabo that spot on the floor. That's the job for the bigs of St. Francis. Meanwhile, steal here by Baklay to Nunez. Back to Baklay. A whistle. Play halted. And the foul is on Santos. Meanwhile, Coach Gabby Velasco would like to call a timeout, and we'll be back. You're watching the 19th NASCU Seniors Final 4. Stay with us, please.
Energy, speed, endurance. Do you have what it takes to compete? Fuel up with Valley Pure and boost your performance. Valley Pure. Live faster, live higher, live stronger.
Thank you very much to Valley Pure for supporting the 19th NASCU Final 4. I'd like to say hello to our good friend, Coach Robert De La Rosa, who is in the building watching. So back to live action. Again, our score reads 25-19. This is, you can say, the first run in this game by either side. So ENDERUN with the initial breakaway, 25-19. They give it to Wabo. Wabo has just been automatic from that spot again. It is crucial for St. Francis to deny Wabo that space on the floor. So look at this. Look at our scoreboard. 4 fouls. Okay, 14 fouls for St. Francis. Only 1 for ENDERUN. And Wabo continue to add to their total. Again, we've said this so many times, even in other broadcasts. You cannot discount the importance of winning Game 1 in a best-of-3 series. Because you look at the stats, not just here in the NASCU, but maybe in all leagues all over the world. A team that wins Game 1 in the best-of-3 series has a very big psychological advantage. That's why game is very important. Chu! He hit a triple earlier, but not this time. And last touch will be called on someone in white. Somebody from ENDERUN. So, St. Francis will keep it. Chance to chop off this lead of ENDERUN. And, wow. You know, looking at the bench of ENDERUN, I don't know if Joaquin Mariano will be back soon, because until now, it looks like he's still favoring his knee. So 10 seconds on the shot clock here for St. Francis. Let's just hope that Joaquin Mariano will recover. He is, of course, a very important player for ENDERUN. Running shot, no good. It's been a while since St. Francis has found the basket. Nunez. Magdenberg. And traveling on Magdenberg. All right, Santos. To Oduo. Handoff. That to Saw to Manzanilla. First attempt for Manzanilla does not ring the bell. St. Francis has been stuck at 19 points for the longest time. Magdenberg, bounce pass. Intercepted. It's with Manzanilla. Dubs on the run. Saw! No! And Manzanilla. You can say a lucky shot there for Manzanilla. And that's the cue now for Coach Pipo Nondu to call a timeout. But his Titans are still ahead, 26-21. And we'll be back with 6 and 8 left here in the first half. You're watching the 19th NASCU Final Four. Alright, back to live action. That last timeout was called by the ENDERUN Titans. Of course, Coach Pipo Nondu sensing something wrong. So he wants to correct it as early as possible. 6 minutes and 8 seconds left here in the second period. Glad you could join us. We hope you enjoy watching this game as much as we enjoy bringing it to you. Of course, my name is Andy Cervino. And Magdenberg losing the ball. Well, Saw! Missing the layup. Sorry, miss. Nunez. Far from the basket. Shot clock. Down to 10. No. Rebound cleared by Saw. Saw is running. Manzanilla. Oduo. To Santos. Santos. Finds Oduo. Oh! Good fake. And Oduo will be given continuation. He will be given continuation after he was able to bait the third foul on Wabo. So Wabo now with 3 fouls. We have a substitution. Francis Sacundo will replace Emmanuel Magdenberg. So it will be Sacundo replacing Magdenberg, not Wabo, with 3 fouls. And Coach Pipo continuing to keep Pierre-Marie Kwaku on the bench. I wonder what's running through his mind right now. Why is he keeping Wabo in the game despite incurring 3 fouls here in the first half? And we're not even halfway through. Actually, we are just about the halfway point of the second period. Sacundo. Handoff to Veloso. Veloso has 2 triples in the game. And that will be a long 2 for Veloso. So now 8 points for Austin. 28-24. You know, that shot by Veloso gives ENDERUN breathing room. Santos thinking about it, finds Oduo, and that is traveling on Oduo. And I also noticed this is the first time in this game that Coach Pipo has stood up. Before that, he was a very relaxed man on the bench. Sacundo. De La Cruz. Again, De La Cruz has yet to shoot. And as we speak, De La Cruz heard us. He connects on his first attempt, his first triple of the game. And the lead now of ENDERUN is 7, 31-24 on that triple by Michael De La Cruz. Let's see how will St. Francis react. Santos to Chu. Oduo spinning, met by the double. Somebody's open. Chu again met by Sacundo. Will stretch for the shot, but it won't go in. Chance now for ENDERUN to add to their lead. Sacundo. Oh, Sacundo. He could not decide at once. That's why we have a turn. Allowed one foreign student on the floor at the same time. Santos for 3. No. And Kwaku announcing his return with that defensive rebound. Nunez met by Celorio. Nunez scoops. He's blocked by Udo, and referee says it's going to be ENDERUN ball with 12 seconds on the shot clock. So baseline inbound by the veteran Mark Joseph Nunez, and understand Mark Joseph Nunez will complete his diploma this academic year, and that's good news. De La Cruz, second attempt. Not this time, so De La Cruz 1 out of 2 from 3-point distance. Celorio faking. Celorio backtracks. Chu hesitating to Saw. Bounce pass to Odu at the post. Chu will challenge Sacundo, but he decides to issue a drop pass to Oduo. Oduo not ready to receive. It's going to be a turnover for St. Francis. And now Coach Pipo will call a timeout for ENDERUN. They are ahead though by 5. 2:14 left. Stay with us for more of the 19th NASCU. Here, this is the Final Four. We are again live here at the Jesus Christ Saves Global Outreach Gym in 15th Avenue. Thank you very much, Soya Bar, for supporting the 19th NASCU Final Four. Our score reads 31-26. My name is Andy Cervino. And 2 minutes and 14 seconds left before we call it a first half. And that timeout was called by the ENDERUN Titans. They will inbound from their backcourt. Magdenburg will come back. And later on, we will check on the medical condition of Joaquin Mariano. Veloso to Kwaku. De La Cruz has 1 triple. Nunez has done a good job of quarterbacking this team. Magdenburg. And ball will go out in favor of the Titans. Again, Magdenburg will be key in this game because as long as Joaquin Mariano does not come back, I guess it will be Magdenburg who will be using the minutes that are usually given to Mariano. Steal by Oduo. Celorio. He will wait for his teammates. All right, Oduo to Saw. And that was a good defense. They were able to, make Santos move away from the path of the pass. Okay? So Nunez against Santos. Veteran versus rookie. Magdenburg to Kwaku. Veloso. Veloso using the screen. No, he decides to give it to Kwaku, but Kwaku missing the point blank shot. All right, Santos. Santos on the attack. It's with Celorio. Celorio's blocked. And referee halts the play. What do we have here? All right, it's the turn of Coach Gabby Velasco to call a timeout with 1 minute and 4 seconds left. We'll be back with the balance of this first half. Stay with us, please.
Energy, speed, endurance. Do you have what it takes to compete? Fuel up with Valley Pure and boost your performance. Valley Pure. Live faster, live higher, live stronger.
All right, back to the ball game. 1 minute and 4 seconds left. So Enderun is back on the floor, saying Coach Gabby Velasco making the most of the 60 seconds allotted for his timeout. So it's going to be an inbound for Uduo. Finds Chu to Celorio. Celorio met by the taller Veloso. Santos. Well, Santos! Ball slipped on his hands. He wanted to see, but Chu is there to save the day with that jumper. 3-point lead here for Enderun after the shot by Chu. Nunez. So Nunez has sacrificed his shooting in favor of, setting up his teammates. And that is good because that is a good side from a good point guard. Meanwhile, a foul given up on the play. It's on Ryan Chu. So at the line, of course, St. Francis in the penalty. Only 2 team fouls for Enderun. At the line, Emmanuel Magdenburg, of course, again, a recruit from the Filipino community in New Zealand. First one is a miss for Magdenburg. Of course, we know that Emmanuel, the surname is familiar. Yes, he has 2 brothers who are also playing college basketball for another school in another league. Joseph de la Cruz will come back, and it will be Celorio who will be sitting down. 4-point lead after that free throw by Magdenburg. So, waiting for Chu. Chu, hand off to Santos. Shot clock is down to 7. Chu, good cut, too strong back. Odu is there for the putback. 2-point lead now for Enderun. 4 seconds. Last shot time. Veloso has to fire. Veloso, nope. Oh, we got a good one. We got a good one here at the JCSGO Dome. 32-30, 2-point lead for Enderun at the half. Stay with us. We'll bring you the halftime. After this few reminders, you are watching the 19th NASCU, the Final Four.
Energy, speed, endurance. Do you have what it takes to compete? Fuel up with Belly Pure and boost your performance. Belly Pure. Live faster, live higher, live stronger. Energy, speed, endurance. Do you have what it takes to compete? Fuel up with Belly Pure and boost your performance. Belly Pure. Live faster, live higher, live stronger.
All right, we are here at the halftime break as the teams try to prepare for the second half. Our score is 32 to 30, a 2-point lead by the ENDERUN Titans over the St. Francis of Assisi College Dubs. Of course, St. Francis with a good start. They led at 1 point, 12 to 8. Midway through the first period, but of course ENDERUN coming back. Some numbers we'd like to discuss. Look at the field goal shooting of ENDERUN. Wow, 12 out of 20. That is 60%. I mean, when was the last time I saw 60% field goal shooting from any team here in the NASCU? You compare that to 34% for St. Francis, 10 out of 29. Yeah, talk about efficiency. I mean, look, 60% versus 34%. In field goal shooting. Well, rebound, slight edge here for ENDERUN, 15 to 13. I guess that is understood. But a surprising stat here is this. ENDERUN has 13 turnovers compared to only 7 for St. Francis. Now, if ENDERUN only took care of the ball better in that first half, the lead will not just be 2 points, it will be more. Okay? So, leading scorers for both teams. Look at here for ENDERUN. You got Austin Veloso with 2 3-point shots for 8 points. We also have Emmanuel Magdenberg with 5 points off the bench, and Wabo with 6 points also off the bench. On the part of St. Francis, it has been all Raul Oduo who's been carrying the load with 12 of their 30 points, and he's followed by Ryan Chu with 6 points, and Joshua Bongan with 4 points. Now Chu has 8 points after that basket, still a 2-point lead, so both teams have swapped baskets here in the third period. So again, the story in that first half, 60% field goal shooting for ENDERUN. Well, if you look at the volume of their attempts, 29 attempts for St. Francis, 20 for ENDERUN. The thing here is that, well, one thing that gave ENDERUN the 2-point edge, was, despite the lesser attempts, okay, was, of course, 3-point shooting. We got 3 triples for ENDERUN, 2 from Veloso, 1 from Michael De La Cruz, against only 1 triple for St. Francis. So that's a big reason. Meanwhile, at the line, we were talking about Michael De La Cruz, and De La Cruz hits that free throw. So the lead now is up to 4 again, 36-32. Of course, the biggest lead of ENDERUN was 7 points, 26-19. And that was sometime in the second period. And Chu with enough body English to coax that ball in. So we got a good one here at the C Dome of the Jesus Christ Saves Global Outreach. This is in 15th Avenue in Cubao, Quezon City. So if you're wondering where 15th Avenue is, it's between 14th Avenue and 16th Avenue. So Magdenberg with the miss. And Celorio to Saw. Saw will attack the baseline, and ENDERUN gives up the foul. So both schools now with 1 foul each here in the third. Oduo has 12 points in that first half. Saw jumper. Yes. And that's the first points for Saw in this game. Magdenberg handoff to De La Cruz. De La Cruz finds Magdenberg. Magdenberg shakes off Oduo, and Magdenberg will get continuation. He will go for a 3-point play after fishing that foul from Oduo. Believe it or not, that is only the first personal foul on Oduo. At the line, Emmanuel Magdenberg. Concentration. Bonus coming. Yes. 39-36. 3-point lead. Oh, pressure. Veloso with the steal. Veloso has 10 points. So now Veloso is the first Titan in double figures with 10 after that layup. 41-36. Chu. Oh, dribbling violation on Ryan Chu. Okay, Santos will apply pressure to the ball carrier. Nunez finds Veloso. Veloso, the leading man for ENDERUN with 10 points. Nunez. De La Cruz pops out. He will use the screen. De La Cruz back to Magdenberg. Magdenberg faking. Dream shake. Does not produce results. All right, it's with Santos after that recovery by Oduo. Celorio to Santos. Santos traveled. Chance now for ENDERUN to either match or surpass the biggest lead of 7 points in this possession. 6:33 left. So now Bongon will come back. Bongon with Bongon with 4 points in the first half. You know, only 6 assists for St. Francis in that first half compared to 9 for ENDERUN. Of course, a lot of that is because of the playmaking of Nunez. On Saw connects. So lead now of ENDERUN now down to 3. Magdenberg crossing the line to Nunez. Nunez. Kwaku pops out. Hand off to De La Cruz. De La Cruz having trouble. De La Cruz far away with 5 seconds. He shoots, but he misses. All right, Bongon will run the break. Bongon to Chu, to Saw. Chu asking for it. He won't get it. Bongon. All right, Bongon is blocked. Woo, and we held our breath there for a moment. We thought that Kwaku got hurt, but he's okay. He looks okay. He just shakes it off. Of course, you know, these young players, their recuperative powers are very fast. All they have to do is just shake it off, and they're good to go. But Coach Pipo not taking any chances. He will allow Kwaku to rest and recover a bit, and he will bring back Wabo because Wabo has played very well in the limited minutes that he has been accorded to in the first half. De La Cruz hits. Hey, don't look now, but ENDERUN is just ahead by 1. Magdenberg, he bobbled, and a recent foul is spotted on Udu. Oh no, check that. It's on Bongon, but still, either Odu or Bongon, either is an important player for St. Francis. You don't want these important players to get into foul trouble. All right, Nunez will attack. Nunez, too strong. Chance here for the Dubs to get the lead back. Santos, Santos is blocked by Magdenberg, and ball will go out in favor of St. Francis with 3 seconds left on the shot clock. So teams have made their runs in this game. Biggest lead by either squad, 7 by ENDERUN. But look now. Because of this run, St. Francis is just behind by 1 point. Our score 41-40 with exactly 4.5 minutes left here in the third period. All right, we just have all right, we have an issue here. All right, play resume. Oh yes, we have an issue here. All right, we'll go for a commercial break for the moment until we fix. We have an issue here with our game equipment. We'll be back. Alright, we've resolved our equipment issues here. And our game will resume with 4 minutes and 30 seconds left. Shot clock says 18 seconds. It's going to be possession for St. Francis. Alright, So has it. To Bongon. Bongon sees the opening. And, hey, St. Francis is back on top. 42 to 41 on that slash by Joshua Bongon. Let's see how ENDERUN will react. They lob it inside, and Odu fouls Magdenburg. Raul Odu from Benin. Only the second personal foul on Raul Odu. Nunez on the look pass. Wabo with the flush. And that ignites a celebration from the ENDERUN bench. Hopefully that will perk them up after losing the lead. Lead now is back with ENDERUN on that slam by Wabo. Three-pointer, nope. So clearly we can say that that slam by Wabo has ignited his team. De La Cruz. Magdenburg thinking about it, nope. Nunez, Wabo will hand off to Magdenburg for three. No, but Veloso gets the offensive rebound. Yep, referee says play on. But Veloso misses. Chance here for the Dubs to get back the lead. So will survey. Will look for a teammate. Finds Bongon, bobbled a bit. Bongon to So to De La Cruz at the opposite end. De La Cruz is fouled by De La Cruz. So we got Joseph De La Cruz being fouled by Michael De La Cruz. The De La Cruz boys guarding each other. Of course, both these De La Cruz boys are veterans. Well, they've been around. De La Cruz bounce pass to Chu, to Odu. Raul, one-hander is good. Seesaw battle here at JCSGO. By the way, ball pressure. Almost a turnover. Veloso has it. Veloso will attack. And 12 points now for Austin Veloso. After this, we'll have game one of the other semifinal series between defending champion St. Clair College of Caloocan against the Philippine Merchant Marine School Mariners. And that should come to you at around 9:30 Philippine time. Of course, it will be live also here on the World Wide Web via our YouTube channel. And don't just watch our YouTube channel, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. And also follow us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all with the username NASCU2001. There's it, that's the reminder. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. We really appreciate that. And also like us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all with the username NASCU2001. Yep. Gotta get that username right. It's NASCU2001. Meanwhile, at the line, Nunez will shoot free throws. Of course, Nunez with only 2 points in the first half, but he had 2 assists. First one is good for Nunez. We are now even at 46 all. Second one on the way for Nunez. It's good. 47-46. So now coaches doing some substitutions. Perhaps they want to rest their key players and put them back in the fourth. They want them fresh for the fourth. De La Cruz spin in traffic. Too much spin, and the rebound is cleared by Wabo. Dias is in the game for the first time. This is Martin Dias. Magdenberg. Faking. Magdenberg. Good on the one-hander. 49-46. One possession game. De La Cruz. Udo. Arellano. Running shot. Short. Arellano gets his own miss. And Arellano will score for the first time. But still, it is an important basket. It is now just a 1-point lead for ENDERUN. Baklay is back. Baklay will apply the brakes to Dias. Dias hesitating to wobble. Bounce pass. And Tanshoko was a bit slow, but the ball's batted out. It bounced off the foot of one of the Dubs, so it's going to be a baseline inbound for Tanshoko with 4 seconds on their shot clock. 4 seconds for Tanshoko and the Titans. They find Wabo. Magdenberg attacks. And Odo with the rebound. So good defense there by St. Francis. They are behind by 1. Arellano. He hit the last basket of St. Francis. De La Cruz, jumper. Feeds Raul. It's short. Rebound cleared. And the clock will expire for the third. Hey, we got a good one here at the JCSGO gym. 49-48. ENDERUN hanging on to a 1-point lead. And we'll be back with the deciding fourth period. You wouldn't want to miss that. You're watching the 19th NASCU Final Four. Stay with us. We'll be back. Get any better than this. We are about to begin the deciding fourth period, and our score reads 49-48. ENDERUN, the team in white, hanging on to the lead over the very dangerous St. Francis of Assisi College Dubs. And this is the Final Four of the 19th NASCU Seniors Division. St. Francis will have the first crack at the basket for the fourth period. And it's with Bongon to De La Cruz, back to Bongon. Arellano, cross court, De La Cruz. Movement here by St. Francis. Bongon attacks. And Bongon is fouled to begin the fourth period. Falls on Baklay, hit the third personal foul on Carl Baklay. So at the line, it's going to be a shooting foul. 2 free throws for Bongon. Bongon will try to restore the lead to St. Francis. First one is good for Bongon. Again, you've played 14 seconds so far. 9:46 gone by. 14 seconds gone by here in the fourth. Second one coming for Bongon. We are tied. And we're still tied at 49. Baklay with the rebound. And he will bring the ball down. Met by Arellano. To Dias. Dias has remained in the game after coming in late in the third. Wabo. Inside Sakundo. Finds Baklay. Go ahead basket there by Baklay. Meanwhile, De La Cruz gets the 2 points back. We are tied again at 51. This game is living up to its billing. It's good as advertised. Sacundo. He fed Baklay earlier with that assist. Wabo, bounce pass. Well read by the defense. And the steal completed by Arellano. Arellano will wait for his teammates. Okay, now Bongon says easy. So you can see good composure for this rookie, Joshua Bongon. He is not rattled. Bongon. De La Cruz. Oh, De La Cruz wanted to pass. He wanted to execute a no-look pass to Odu. But you can see that Raul was not ready to receive. And at the same time, as he scrambled for the ball, he was whistled for a push. So now Ryan Chu will come back to replace Odu. And I guess Chu now will have his hands full. He will be the one. Oh no, he will be a matchup against Francis Sacundo. But either way, you know, both bigs of ENDERUN much taller than the combination of Chu and Taguiam. And meanwhile, Wabo takes advantage of his size and scores 2 points. Chu doubled. Chu losing it, but last touch on Baklay. So baseline inbound, who will do it? All right, it's going to be Arellano. Arellano finds Taguiam, back to Arellano. Bongon to Arellano. Again, good defense. Steal completed. It's with Veloso. Sacundo! And that's traveling on Sacundo. You say Sacundo bobbled a bit as he was about to dish off to his teammate. Meanwhile, John Edward So will come back to replace Abi Arellano. You know, I've been covering these guys for some time. It's only now that I realized that John Edward So is about the same height as Abi Arellano. Now, for a while, I thought Arellano was taller. Or it's maybe I did not notice. Maybe So might have grown an inch or two since the last NASCO. I don't know. Okay, got a wet spot on the floor. Referee's making sure. Just to make sure our players are safe. Again, our score, 53-51. 2-point lead for ENDERUN. 7 minutes and 42 seconds left in this game. So now Magdenberg will come back. He will replace Sacundo. So you can say that Coach Pipo has now altered his rotation with the injury. I guess we won't be seeing Joaquin Mariano in this game. I guess Coach Pipo might as well, be sure, safe and sure, because, Mariano might aggravate that injury he sustained in the first period. Of course, they want a professional, a medical professional, to look at it first. All right, So finds Taguiam with the reverse, but Wabo doing a good job of changing the shot of Taguiam, and ball goes out in favor of ENDERUN. Nunez. So we got the defense meeting Nunez very early. Bongon is applying pressure to the ball carrier. Wabo will pop out against Chu. Magdenberg against Taguiam. That's the matchup. No switching yet. And Nunez shakes up a defender, but it's going to go. The ball will stay. Ball will stay with the white shirts of ENDERUN. And a foul is called. Foul's on Chu. That is the third foul now on Chu. And because of this, Odu will come back. He will replace Taguiam. Well, Coach Gabi Velasco taking a gamble. Might as well, since it is the final period anyway, let's keep the best players in despite their foul trouble. So 2 team fouls on St. Francis, only 1 for ENDERUN. So 14 seconds on the shot clock. Nunez, baseline, Magdenburg. Again, Magdenburg has done a good job taking over the spot of Joaquin Mariano. Meanwhile, Veloso, too fancy on that attempt. So, we'll wait for his teammates to chew. To De La Cruz, back to So. Back to De La Cruz. De La Cruz again, back to So. Very tight defense by ENDERUN. Oh, Chu with the alley-oop! And the fans of St. Francis, they love that. We are tied at 53 on that layup by Ryan Chu. And, okay, 2 bodies on the floor. Referee says it's going to be on. Oh, it's on Oduo. Of course, Oduo claiming that Wabo pushed him first. Third now on Oduo. Sumagit will come in to replace Oduo. So I guess this is just a precautionary measure. You don't want Oduo to pick up his 4th foul now. So might as well, just delay it and let Sumagit play spot minutes. And also we can have a fresh Oduo by crunch time. We have 6 minutes and 3 seconds left. Yes, we are tied at 53 all. We are at the JCSGO gym in 15th Avenue. My name is Ati Servino. Glad you could join us. Hope you enjoy watching this game. And of course, I enjoy covering this game. We have a good one here. We are tied at 53 all. Nunez will fire. No. Chu collars it. It's with De La Cruz. Now De La Cruz will wait for his teammates. Okay, Bongon to So. Back to Bongon. De La Cruz, back to Bongon again. Bongon will attack. And Bongon is fouled by, let's see. Oh, it's on Wabo. 4 fouls now on Wabo. Oh, this is big. And on cue, Coach Pipo will dispatch Piemai Kwaku. And of course, obviously, to replace the foul beleaguered Wabo. No free throws yet. Okay, that's only 2 fouls for ENDERUN. But still, 4 fouls on Wabo. Spin move. No. And it's with Magdenburg. 53 all is our score. It has been 53 all for quite some time. Okay, Veloso saving it. Veloso will thread the baseline. Backspin on that reverse. De La Cruz. Chance to grab the lead. De La Cruz dancing in the shaded lane. De La Cruz gets his own miss. Oh, wow. De La Cruz. (55-53). Lead is now with St. Francis. Traveling on the Titans. Wow. What a turn of events here. So after losing the lead, the Titans throw the ball away. So chance now for St. Francis to pad this lead of theirs. So sees the opening. And So with back-to-back hits. Back-to-back hits by De La Cruz and So. And now they apply defense. De La Cruz. He can hit this. Too strong. Rebound. Still no goal, but a foul is given up. It will be a shooting foul. The foul is on Sumagit. And that will mean 2 free throws here for Austin Veloso. 4:11 left. Veloso with 2 very important free throws for the Titans. Veloso concentrating. Good. 3 points separating these two schools. And Veloso has to make this. They don't want to give St. Francis any opening. Because if you give St. Francis an opening, they will take advantage, that's for sure. 2 for 2 for Veloso, 57-55 lead. 2-point lead for St. Francis. We'll be back after this timeout called by Coach Gabby Velasco. Stay with us. This is the 19th NASCU, the Final Four.
Energy, speed, endurance. Do you have what it takes to compete? Fuel up with BallyPure and boost your performance. BallyPure. Live faster, live higher, live stronger.
Thank you very much, BallyPure, for supporting the 19th NASCU Final Four. BallyPure. Yeah, we could use some BallyPure right now. This game is about to hit boiling point. 4:11 left. This timeout called by St. Francis. Our score, the Dubs on top, 57-55. So now it's going to be Dubs ball. They will inbound from their backcourt. It'll be the veteran Joseph De La Cruz to do the honors. He finds the rookie Joshua Bongon, and it's with So. So to Bongon. Back to So. So will use the screen. So and So. Wow, what a time to hit for John Edward So. $59-55. This will be big for De La Cruz. Oh, miss. Ball will go out of bounds. Another chance for the Dubs to pad their lead. And at this point, Coach Pipo will return the more experienced, the more battle-tested Wabo in favor of the young but promising rookie Pierre-Marie Kwaku. So! 62-55. No, check that. 61-55. 6-point lead by the Dubs. This is their biggest lead of the game. On that hit by John Edward So. De La Cruz. No. Referee says shot clock violation. That's a big shot clock violation for the Titans. And we have exactly 3 minutes left in this game. 6 points is the lead. This is the biggest lead of St. Francis. Bongon. So is hot right now for St. Francis. So hitting the big shots here in the fourth. Meanwhile, De La Cruz hemmed in by the defense. He forces the shot. Rebound. Big rebound here by Nunez. It's very important. Oh, they miss. Wabo saves it. And Baklay will not be given continuation. The ball spit out by the ring. Instead, Baklay will shoot 2 free throws. Fourth foul on J.R. Sumagit. Very important free throws here for the rookie, Carl Baklay. Oh! What a time to miss! What a time to miss for Baklay! The pressure is eating the rookie. He has to make this. He has to make this for ENDERUN. Yes. And with that, Coach Gabby Velasco calls a timeout with 2:28 left. And we'll be back with the conclusion of this game. You wouldn't want to miss that. You are watching the 19th NASCO, the Final Four. Welcome to crunch time, ladies and gentlemen. 2:28 left. A 5-point lead. But it is not a safe lead for St. Francis. I mean, we've seen bigger leads evaporate here in the NASCO. A crucial possession here. And that timeout, of course, for sure, Coach Gabby Velasco reminding his Dubs, take care of the ball. Chu! They give it to the veteran, to the rookie Bongon. Of course, before this timeout, a split at the line by Carl Baclay. De La Cruz. Shot clock is down to 3. De La Cruz has to shoot. This team made the finals last year. So this team is no pushover. Again, important possession here for St. Francis. This time, they have to score. One-hander! Odo! Odo! What the offensive rebound! And a 3-point play in the works for this young man from the Republic of Benin in West Africa. Exactly 1 minute left. All eyes on the line, misses. But still, a 2-possession lead for St. Francis. Nunez. They have a lot of time to work with. They should not rush yet. Nunez spinning. Nunez! And no, it's times like these. It's times like this when a veteran like Mark Joseph Nunez has to step up. You know, might as well put the law in your hands, and the chances of ENDERUN in this game hinge on this trip to the free throw line by the veteran Mark Nunez. The veteran missing the free throw. What a time to miss. 43 seconds. Nunez has to make this, no questions about it. Okay. 60-63. Saul will inbound to De La Cruz. Game clock is 40 seconds and counting. De La Cruz beating the 8 seconds. It's with De La Cruz now back to Bongon. Bongon says head play. De La Cruz. Shot clock is down to 6. Bongon. So missing. Recovered. And it will go out of bounds as Chu is unable to save it. So we have 17 seconds left. No more shot clock. A timeout call by Coach Pipo Nondo. And we will hang on. We will not break for commercial. We will hang on to this timeout by the Titans. So again, there is a big chance that ENDERUN will go for the 3-point shot because number one, we have no more shot clock. Well, actually, our shot clock is for actually, I correct ourselves. The shot clock has been reset to 14 seconds. So, for sure, Coach Pipo will go for a 3-point shot. On the part of St. Francis, they have to be careful in defending the perimeter. Perhaps, they can foul because they are in the penalty. A good idea here is for St. Francis to give up a foul, maybe at about just before the shot is made. But do not foul attempting a 3-point shot. They can foul maybe about a second or two after the ball is in play, and they can force ENDERUN to shoot 2 free throws instead of a 3-point shot. See, and if they make the 2 free throws, they will still be behind by 1 point. That is a possibility for St. Francis. But again, they have to be very careful, the Dubs. They have to be very careful about guarding the perimeter. For sure, a 3-point shot is in the minds of ENDERUN right now. And be very careful about the guy who will inbound the ball. It's Austin Veloso. There's also a big chance that the ball will go back to Veloso. And we know that Veloso is very reliable from 3-point distance. All right, Kwaku receives it with Magdenburg. Magdenburg can also hit. And that's the foul. Okay, good foul. They will, as we analyzed earlier, they will force ENDERUN to shoot 2 free throws. And even if he makes this, Emmanuel Magdenburg, they will still be behind by 1 point, and there's a chance that they will dribble the time away. Big free throw. Okay, good. Magdenburg has to make this. 12.8 on the game clock. No more shot clock. That foul was by Chu. De La Cruz is in for they are anticipating a steal and a possible 3-point play or 3-point shot. 2 for 2 for Magdenburg. Wow. Again, we will hang on the air. Now, on the part of ENDERUN, Coach Pipo will remind his players to play good, honest defense. Why? Because a foul here by ENDERUN will mean 2 free throws for St. Francis. And they will up their lead to 3 points. But that is also a good idea. Because if they foul, they should foul quickly though. Send a dove, probably get the worst free throw shooter of to receive the ball for St. Francis. It's up to the coach to find out who he is. Get the ball to the worst free throw shooter of St. Francis. Make him shoot. Even if he makes 2, they will be ahead by 3. They will have enough time. If they have enough time, they can run the ball down the floor for a 3-point shot and go for the overtime. All right. So the specter of overtime hanging over our heads here at the JCSGO gym in Cubao. Of course, after this, we have the other semifinal. St. Clair, the defending champion, to be tested and challenged by the Philippine Merchant Marine School Mariners. That should be another instant classic. And be very careful. First things first, St. Francis, they need a good inbound. The much taller Austin Veloso, who will be shadowing Joseph De La Cruz. They have to get the ball into play. It's with So, and So is fouled. So only about 2 seconds. 2 seconds shaved off the game clock. And that's the right thing to do. They should be careful also. Just foul hard enough, but not too hard to be given an unsportsmanlike foul. All right? So at the line, this is John Edward So, who has been hitting the big shots here in the fourth period. Their lead is up to 2, 64-62. But even if he makes this, ENDERUN can go for the tying triple. 2 for 2 for So. 65-62. Coach Pipo Nondo will call a timeout to diagram this play, and as expected, we will be hanging on to the air and anticipate. But for sure, again, we'll go back to what we said earlier. ENDERUN will attempt a 3. Reminders for the Dubs. Yes, you can give up a foul, force them to shoot 2 free throws. They'll be behind by only 2. But again, be very careful. Just foul. No, don't foul too hard. Because if you foul too hard, the referees might slap St. Francis with an unsportsmanlike foul, and that will mean 2 free throws plus ball possession for ENDERUN. That will be very critical in this game. Again, ENDERUN has to put in mind that probably St. Francis might give up a foul and force them to shoot free throws. Again, both schools are in the penalty. Any foul by either side will mean free throws. So let's see. It will be Michael De La Cruz who will make the inbound and expect the ball. There's again a big chance for the ball to go back to the inbounder, Michael De La Cruz, for a 3-point shot. Michael De La Cruz has hit 1 3-point shot in this game. De La Cruz will put the ball in play. It's with Veloso. It's too far from the basket. Veloso! Oh, Veloso! Veloso traveled! What an error by Veloso! And now, Coach Gabby Velasco will burn a timeout. Wow! What a turn of events! Austin Veloso traveled. But again, the defense of St. Francis are doing a good job of forcing the ball to be put in play far from the basket. And that is a major call. Okay, now for St. Francis, reminders. You have to put the ball in play properly. Be very careful about that inbound. And for sure, ENDERUN will go for the clean steal. Because a foul will mean free throws for St. Francis. And they could probably seal it from there. They could seal the deal from the free throw line. Again, a crucial error by Austin Veloso. So now, it's going to be big Emmanuel Magdenberg to bother the inbound. But seeing this, it's now Ryan Chu, who is just as tall as Magdenberg. So now at least you can say that Ryan Chu can have a good vision. Unlike if a small guy will inbound, Magdenberg will just block the view. So now the veteran Ryan Chu. All right, De La Cruz, doubled. Oh, steal! Here's the steal! Nunez! Oh! That ball had a chance! And St. Francis taking the 1-0 lead in the series. They escape with a 65-62 win. Wow! We'll be interviewing our best player and we'll set it up. So just bear with us. We'll be setting up. We'll be talking to our best player after this game, after a few moments. All right? Stay with us.